So friends, here I'm going to discuss about the ITSM selection tool which I have uh, designed for this particular purpose. So as of now, I have given an introduction. I've explained the structure of my thesis. I have defined the statement of the problem and explained the research question, and I explained about what methodology we use, and I explained what I mean by knowledge base, and also explained the reason for using ITSM, and I here try to describe different models, and this comes the solution part. So here in the solution part, I discussed about the business IT alignment, how it is, and then I also explained how this ITSM selection process with this tool supposed to be. So wherever I mentioned about this Excel tool, I actually mean this ITSM selection tool. So let us see how it works. Basically, this is the uh, tool which I have made in Excel. So we must start it with a maturity analysis. Always good to start with the maturity analysis to understand what is the current position, or do we really need for a new ITSM framework, or do we actually need to better our present ITSM framework. So here there are several questions which an IT manager or whoever the responsible person to select the ITSM framework, we should use this tool. And when we click it here, it gives a definition of what I'm supposed to do. So here, when I say awareness and stakeholder communication maturity, it addresses the need to recognize all process requirements and communicate them throughout the organization and to external stakeholders. So here the maturity level also I have defined here through comments. So when there is no awareness, they're supposed to select 0. When there is a partial awareness, they're supposed to select 1. So if there is a wide awareness, then it is 2. So here we have given certain grade for example, if I look at here now, so suppose if I'm giving here none, this grade is changing, see. So it is programmed in such a way using formulas. So when I select none, it turned to 6 here, and it is saying there is a need of a serious approach. Any questions are welcome at the end of this session. I'm here to answer your question. So like that, we have given a weightage for each question. Since each question seems to be of equal importance, we have given the equal weightage for each question. So now this grade and weightage will, if they multiply, the maximum which will come here is 100 points. So there is a calculation behind it. So suppose everything is optimized, yeah, that means the present infrastructure is very good, the present implementation of the framework is very good, and they must maintain the continuous process observation, because it should not go down any point of time. So here also we can select, so suppose repeatable. So see, when it goes below a particular point, here I have given a trigger. For example, when this total of this is below, you can see here, if we can get a value of above 80 from this, that means the process is good. If it is below 60, then it means we need ITSM process improvement. And if one of this also is having no awareness, then that means they need a serious approach, and they must rethink about their frameworks. They must restructure their framework, which they must bind it to their goal and try to perform a restructuring of their ITSM framework, the present ITSM framework. So, for example, if there is no, uh, they have not started. If there is they having no concept of ITSM, then they must answer it no, zero. So then also need a serious approach. That is the meaning of this slide. So as per I discussed above in my presentation, so here I have divided I have made a category. I have divided various framework into 5 categories. This is purely based on the references of so many good authors and so on. So here we got 5 categories. So here again I'm stressing on it. I'm not saying that this one is good or this one is bad, but if a organization understand on out of this category where I am lagging, then they can do more research on the frameworks belong to that particular category, and they can do all the possible things to attain their goal. So that is the basic logic behind this Excel sheet. So here there are 5 categories. You can see quality management and business process management, so quality improvement frameworks, then IT governance framework and information management framework and project management framework. So any frameworks which helps ITSM will fall only into these categories. So based on this, I have 5 sheets here. This is information management, this is IT governance sheet, this is quality management and BPM, this is quality improvement related questions, and this is project management. And at the end of this page we can see the solution. I will explain how to do it. So as an IT manager or the responsible person, then here I have to browse through, you have to navigate through all this sheets. So here all the question related to information management will appear here. So the user have a privilege to select here either he's not satisfied or satisfied or highly satisfied. Like the previous page, we have given a weightage here. There is a grade system here. Then we'll get a percentage here, and if the we'll discuss about this total later in the solution side. So here these questions are based on basically ITIL, because ITIL is the most popular best practice in information management. That's why I just took so many questions from on base of ITIL. FITSM is also talking about the same thing as I discussed. So here the responsible person, the user, must answer here properly. So according to his answer, the grade there will change. You can see here the percentage, the total percentage of this points which they achieve is changing. You can see. So like that, we are browsing through all this. So for example, now here let us see it is 77 percentage. So to make it a little lower, we can select some things not satisfied. Yeah, so like this you can select it. So here now it's a little bit reduced. So here this is just a demonstration. The user must do the exact answer of this. He must do it with a honesty, so that we'll get a honest result on this. So here concerning the quality management and BPM, like that, we have several questions. So for make it, to demonstrate, I'm just changing it, and let's see what is happening. So here it gained 85 percentage, while here it gained 68 percentage. So here gain 93 percentage. So let's see quality improvement. Yeah, so in the quality improvement section, let's see 85 percentage. Yeah, so here this is a project management, let it be. So like that we can select any things here. Then when we look at the solution, see, you can change here. That means I have mapped all those results which they gained out of these questions, how much points they gained, and then it will produce a symbol graph here. radar graph here. What does this means now information management is almost 100%. So whatever framework they are using for information management, it can be ITIL, it can be FITSM, it no need to change, but also it is performing well. They have to just, as I explained you here, continuous improvement. One must not forget about this point, continuous improvement. So first, an organization status of the, sorry, this, when you use here, when you do maturity analysis, when you do all these things, at the end, this is a never ending process. So one must plan for continuous improvement always. So on that basis, when we look at this result, you know, here it is performing well. Whatever frameworks they are using it here is for a little, the project management framework, they have to give little more attention, because less of performance can be clearly viewed here. Like that, IT governance framework also must recheck. But if it comes like this, if they gain above a 60, that means it can be, the present framework itself can be used, and then some kind of fine tuning. If they've done some fine tuning, then they can get a very good output. But when it comes below a 60, they must rethink whether they are using the right framework, or what are the problems, why this is down. So they can think over it, and they can improve that. So they can successfully even select a particular framework belongs to this category. So that is all the logical part of this. So we will see it more. So thank you so much for listening to me. Any questions? We are encouraging. So thanks.